Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 347 of the Red Force podcast. My name is Rich Salado. Join me today, Christian Salado.
Welcome. We're here. We're in the. We're doing a remote correspondence.
Like and subscribe, Christian, as the YouTubers say. You should probably do that. But explain to the people what happened.
So I wake up this morning. I've got all the symptoms of flu. So I'm like, let's text Eric. Let's not go over. Let's not get him sick. Alright? But turns out it was just bad chicken from the day before. Alright? So
there you go.
Bad morning, but we recovered. So we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
We're just being safe. We're just being safe.
A little bit of a Monday off. Not bad.
Yeah. I guess so.
Oh, yeah. So you didn't want to go to work with that shit gut, basically.
That gut was not good.
You wouldn't have made it there.
No. It would have been terrible.
Okay. But anyway, another week of One Piece, Christian. Another chapter. Another anime episode.
We have to address the anime.
Go on.
Garp Galaxy Impact. Obviously high quality animation. Obviously, Vince Chadsard gone crazy, Eric.
Right.
My question to you is, at what point is manga accuracy important? Divine Departure, 90% accurate.
Right.
Alright, the Haki, the bird Haki, whatever, you could say that's just like
Flare
that didn't actually do anything, whatever. Right? But when you have Garp coming in, blowing up the planet, right? And then to the next scene, you have fodder say ouch.
Right.
I'm confused. Alright? At what point is accuracy important? Because we got buildings being disintegrated, like a nuclear bombs going off. Alright? And then the next scene, fodder. Oh, Garp, how strong are you? It didn't even knock out fodder.
I would have liked for them to focus on the Conqueror's Haki aspect more than the explosion. Right.
So my question, it's...
Because at no point in the manga was heat depicted.
Yeah.
But it's flashy, Christian. That's all that matters.
We've talked about this many times. Flash over substance.
All that matters is the Twitter numbers.
Eric, how can we forget? When that chapter actually dropped with Garp's Galaxy Impact, we said mid, it blew up the town square, and that's it.
Right.
Everyone said Cap, Cope, you guys, classic dad players, right? And then next week, you saw the damage.
Well,
it wasn't that good.
Yeah, I just... Yeah, the continuity and just power was all over the place in One Piece, especially the anime. So it's like, it is what it is.
Oh, high quality. That was down the high quality aspect, Eric.
Right. It's just
That was down the high quality aspect.
Continuity's a problem.
I would have saved the flashy, cool animation. Yes, I would have saved that for the actual fight. All right, Kuzan, Garp, save it for the fight. Put the effort into the hands being thrown. We didn't really need the Galaxy Impact to be that over the top. Again, not even clear if it's Conqueror's Haki. Again,
in the attack, he it's kind of clear that he charges it up, but it doesn't. Yeah.
But where's the black streak in the manga that we got? Where is it?
Right.
His hands just glowing. I'm just not the clearest with Haki, but I think the anime makes it even more confusing. And apparently, did you know there's an agenda that people thought this wasn't Conquerors?
I'm telling you, this is a fake agenda to fight people. All right, this is not real. 99% of the community knew it was Conquerors. Now there's a question on Kobe. That's fine, but it's what it is. It's the agenda merchants on One Piece fighting against fake arguments that no one serious believes in. Just to the illusion of them getting a
Yeah,
W.
Eric, did anyone honestly think Garp wasn't on the level of Roger and Wipe in the Prime?
Yeah, it's never been a thing.
It's never been contested. I don't know where these agendas come from. Is it because no weapon? What are we talking about? I don't know. I don't know what this agenda
I don't
is.
know. What do you think this weird, like, no weapon, no special genes, no, it's all hard work? Like, what is this bullshit?
He has the Monkey D genes. What are you talking about?
Right. It's like,
He's a...
nah, he started the genes, Christian, you see.
Ah, okay. Well, he's part of the D family, and we'll get into the D family in this chapter, Eric. We got the Murky Waters returns.
We should get some theories.
This may blow the lid off the ancient weapons. All right, Eric in the mud. Eric's theory's in the mud. He's been proven wrong. All right.
All right.
Pluton?
I'm interested to hear these Murky Waters. You haven't spilled the beans to me.
All right. We got lots of evidence.
Is this gonna be another? Is this gonna be another Luffy's dream is to fulfill everyone's dream tier theory you got going on?
That's a great theory. That's a great theory. All right.
Yeah. All right.
But you don't even have a theory. What's your theory?
I don't have a theory.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're not gonna put your hat in the ring,
but I don't like that one.
if you're not gonna put your hat in the ring, then you gotta shut up. You know what I mean?
All right.
If you're not gonna put a theory forward and put your neck on the line, all right. What do you have to say?
It's on the same tier as the party theory.
Why? The party doesn't change the world, Eric. All right, we don't have to get into that here.
Anyway.
All right, but the Murky Waters returns. We have a theory for the people out there, Eric. Shout out to O'Hara for dropping a 14-hour video
On every theory.
of every theory. Who I don't know if he credits the right people, but there's no way he came up with 14 hours of content on his own. But
he's gotten into some trouble before from quote unquote lifting theories, Christian.
lifting theory. I mean, at this point, I don't know. Every theory's kind of been churned out, so
Right.
as long as you give credit, you know, I don't really mind.
Do you think he's got the theory that the Mother Flame is the One Piece? Do you think he's got that theory?
No,
So he doesn't have every theory, Christian.
I don't know. I haven't seen the video.
But anyway,
but
we got a chapter to
It's-
discuss,
yeah.
Christian. Like, can I collect my W here? There is a Joyboy flashback, and we didn't get this arc.
right, you've got a Joyboy flashback.
Al for Christian.
Alright.
Big Al, huge
All right, I'll
Al.
take the L. All right, I'll take the L. You got yourself a Joyboy flashback. Is it of consequence? No, not really.
Little bit.
Little bit.
Doesn't matter.
Not really.
Don't matter.
But we didn't get an extended 20-chapter Joyboy flashback with ancient foes being fought in
Again,
silhouette.
No one was saying 20. You always. No, I never said it was gonna be 20 chapters. But
Okay.
anyway,
Oh.
a Christian classic.
And,
Some people say he's a professional goalpost shifter.
not true. Not true. I gave you the W. I just said it wasn't of consequence. It's just we get to see Joyboy maybe. Alright.
Anyway, let's
But
get to
anyway.
the chapter, Christian.
Chapter 11:22. Time is right. Of course, on the cover, Eric, we got Smoker. The tribute to My Hero ending. I don't know. This My Hero kind of ended with no fanfare. It just kind of ended.
People are
know.
salty on Twitter, Christian, but
Mm,
I mean, from everything I'm seeing, it's a it's a fairy tale Disney ending, Christian, where everyone's the hero. So, but
okay,
apparently-
it's like a Bleach tier ending where it's just like 10 years later, we're doing nothing. We're having a
let's not spoil
slice of
it out
life.
there for the people out
Okay.
there, Christian. But basically,
What-
apparently the goal was shifted halfway through the manga.
goalpost shifting.
So the dream
So
was
the
shifted.
chapter one doesn't matter.
The dream was shifted, Christian.
Okay.
But anyway, enough about
Alright.
My Hero.
Smoker looking raw, Eric. If Smoker had a panel on this, people putting him in top 20.
Just based on
If
rawness.
Smoker had a panel like this in the manga next week, if Smoker turns up looking like this, we're putting him top 20.
If Mihawk originally turned up with the yellow outfit, no one would give a fuck about it.
Yellow outfit's good. I don't know what this.
They hate it, Christian.
They hate it. Oh, well, that's what his end game colors look like.
Sad.
So there it is.
Big sad.
Eric, we start the chapter. The citizens are losing it, Eric. Oh no, the sea, we're gonna get swallowed up by the sea.
Right.
Pirates are gonna take over. Pirates are even more excited because science has proven the existence of One Piece, Eric. It can no longer be denied. It has been proven by science.
Oda, we did this already, alright? Come on.
Eric,
Everyone knows. In the canon,
proven by science.
in the canon, Christian, no one really disputes the existence of One Piece.
They did in Jaya.
Right. But not really. Like, it's not like a thing where, like, it's not real. Especially with characters that matter. If Sengoku's like, oh, that's a myth, right? Then it'd have some level of credence. But no one that matters is like, it doesn't exist.
I know, but Eric, it's scientifically proven that's real, right? We go over to Buggy, Eric. And this man has the audacity. Alright, we go over Kobe first. Right. This man has the audacity. He's thinking back on Luffy, what Luffy said to him. He wants to be Pirate King. This man has the audacity, saying he's going to stop Luffy's dream.
Bum.
Eric, we all know Kobe's going to join Luffy in the final war. And he's going to get one shot. It's going to be funny, alright? Kobe, what are you doing? The pink mamba, what are you doing?
He wants the One Piece, Christian. He wants the One Piece.
Yeah, he gets one Haki bloom, and all of a sudden he thinks he can beat Luffy. All of a sudden.
No shot.
Man, too much confidence. Beat someone. Eric, go beat someone, and then we might take you seriously.
That's right.
Go take out Crocodile. Go take out someone. Alright? Take out a name. And then we might take Kobe seriously.
Where did the Kobe hype start?
Water 7. When he turns up and he meets Luffy again.
Is it literally the filler? Where everyone got this Kobe hype from? Where he breaks the giant dick?
Well, you know, Luffy, you got that kind of rivalry going on, but Luffy's way in front.
Like, he wasn't in the story for 10 years at a minimum.
I know. So
like, from Water 7 to like
Marineford and then time skip.
Yeah, like he's in Marineford a little bit, but like not really.
And he unlocks he unlocks observation Haki. You know, he just unlocked some advanced armor. He's got some observation. He's putting together something, but he's going to defeat someone. We can't take him seriously if he's just going to defeat rubble and bullshit, right? I mean, he didn't even beat Pizarro. Right, he broke his arm.
Right, and then Pizarro didn't really give a fuck.
Pizarro kind of just ouch, spit it up a bit of blood.
Every time you know how we say Pizarro for Kizaru now, it's very similar to Pizarro.
Very similar to Pizarro. Very similar.
Right.
But Kobe, he's got some confidence, Eric.
Right.
He's got some confidence. Buggy announces that the world is not his, but is indeed ours. He's rallying the troops, Eric. Crocodile tells him to sit down. Do you know why, Eric?
Because he's about to tell them.
Because they're about to plan their attack to get the One Piece. Right? They're not going to say, no, we're not getting it, we're leaving the crew. This is what the Mihawk fans want, but it's not going to happen. Crocodile's going to be like, alright, let's plan it. So,
Cross-Guild are going to be crazy.
Cross-Guild about to make their move.
Right.
We'll see what that is. We'll see what their plan is. Alright? Devon is talking to Blackbeard over the phone with Caribou, Eric. They are both still at sea. Baby wants to see what Caribou has to say. This plot is finally going somewhere. Mm-hmm. It's been 10,000 years.
And if he's
since Fisher Island.
And if he's talking shit, he's going to fuck him up.
So, BB gonna go get Shirahoshi, you would assume. The attack of Wano, I doubt. Shirahoshi Blackbeard attacking Luffy's territory. We could start something there. He's got to go get Shirahoshi. He can't go nowhere.
Right. He's got a lot of moving parts going on.
Yeah. And of course, what did Zoro say, Eric? We know Vivi's strong. We're not going after her. They know Shirahoshi's weak. They're gonna have to go after her.
Right.
So does this start the BB plot? Luffy going after BB. Blackbeard.
It's kind of weird because, like, how many things is he going to do at once?
Or is this leverage, more leverage for the world government to make him a king? I've got the ancient weapon. You know? Isn't it more leverage?
You'd imagine... I don't know. Why isn't the world government moving in on Shirahoshi?
They don't know.
But Aimu knows, you know?
Oh, wait.
Aimu would make orders to get the mermaid princess. Sure.
Maybe he did through,
I mean, she did
Charles.
he did have a picture.
I'm aware. I'm aware of that.
So she's
But
on the list.
He doesn't care.
Right.
He doesn't care, Eric.
Right.
Aimu doesn't care. And we'll get into the theory, Eric. We'll get into the theory. Don't worry about that, alright? Eric, Emmett is attacked and the transponder snail is destroyed. Nosturo is still going after the Sunny. The Zoro fans, sweaty. Sin, Zoro clenching the swords.
Do we get
I
anything?
thought they were going to get a clash.
Will Zoro split the sky, as we keep saying?
Only maybe once with Mihawk and that's it.
Right.
It'll never happen, apart from that. Alright? Emmett! Alright? Thinking to himself, thinking about Joyboy, Eric. Thinking about how he couldn't make Joyboy king. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Joyboy has kingly ambitions. What does that mean?
Did he want to be the supreme ruler, Christian? Did he
want to be Pirate King? Whatever that meant back then. What does he mean by I couldn't make you king?
It's interesting.
It's very interesting.
We don't know what that means.
Yeah.
The freest man, Christian, perhaps. Who knows?
Saturn somehow survived and he's back on the shore. Oh, okay. Somehow he survives.
Right.
Emmett knows it's not Joyboy, but he loves the sound of the drums. Does this put to bed the reincarnation theory?
A little bit.
Is it put it in the mud? Can we please end it?
Yeah, because Zoe doesn't know. Zoe doesn't recognize Luffy, and
He recognizes the rhythm, but people will use that to say Joyboy reincarnated into Luffy.
Emmett doesn't.
Emmett says,
right.
Emmett says this isn't Joyboy. This is Joyboy's fruit. Joyboy's rhythm.
It should, but then Joyboy looks exactly like Luffy in silhouette.
I mean, he looks like a guy.
It
looks like Shanks.
No, it's Luffy in
It
silhouette.
looks like Shanks. Looks like Roger. It's the same goddamn human body used for everyone.
It's the elite getup that Oda likes.
It's the elite get. It is the elite getup.
Can we get the Emperor jacket back on Luffy?
Next arc,
What
right?
are we doing?
The Albath drip is gonna be crazy, Eric. Alright.
Maybe gets a fur jacket in Elbath.
He'll get a lot of cool armor, Eric. Don't worry about that. Emmett thinks back to himself that it's time to use his secret weapon. He pulls a rope from Eddie's arm, and he pulls it, undoing the knot. And a massive blast of Conquerors emits from Emmett, going past the ocean. This is greater than Warcree's bullshit, Eric Raw.
We have to give it to Joyboy. He's got the greatest Haki feat now.
Is it the greatest Haki feat? Is Wi-Fi Haki better?
I mean, he did...
Great distance? Great distance?
Inconclusive greater distance, because it goes past the panel, so we don't actually know.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
It is the single greatest Haki pulse.
That's true. Alright, see his greatest Haki pulse. Doesn't knock out Vice Admiral still, Eric. No Straw Hats knocked out.
That's the cap.
Vice Admirals.
Just under Vice Admiral is the Conqueror's
And
Haki.
can we confirm that strong enough Conquerors can indeed take you out of transformation states?
Yes, as we saw.
It is confirmed. It is confirmed. Via Green Ball. Because people were debating the Green Ball situation.
Choice, you know.
Did he de-transform by choice? No, apparently strong enough Haki can knock you out of your Devil Fruit transformations.
Right.
Does this also confirm Gorosei Devil Fruits.
Yeah, I mean, again, we don't see Saturn hit the water, so we don't really know what happened there. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'd say so.
So the elders are the summoning is undone. And they teleport back to Marijoa, Eric, and maybe the funniest panel in One Piece. Mars is just sitting there.
Mars is just sitting there disgruntled.
What did the implications of this panel?
What? So
are hilarious.
Do you think he went to the red line?
I think Luffy literally sent him to red line.
I think the summoning broke.
I think he got sent so far that he's like, "There's no point going back. I can't even fly this fast."
I think the summoning broke.
Eric, Team Rocket Star, not summoning disappeared.
I know, but it's kind of. Well, he just flew back and chilled. He's like, "I might as well just chill here."
Well, he hit the Grand Line, and he's like, "How the fuck am I supposed to get back? I'm gonna go back to my seat."
A little update for the people on the mechanism of this summoning jutsu, Christian. Saturn ability seems like.
Yeah.
Because Saturn gets sent back.
Yeah.
The summoning can be broken, so they're not permanently there. If that makes sense. They're temporarily in that location.
And then it gets cancelled and they get set back.
Right.
But of course, Saturn actually physically traveled there, so.
Hence why they need they need Saturn to travel to teleport them there.
So it's Saturn's ability.
Right.
Is the summoning.
Yes.
Okay.
As the mage of the group, Christian.
As the wizard. He just sits in the back, shoots. That's all he does.
Right.
Emmett blasted that Haki, sent him back. Mars, so funny. What in Oda's mind? What did Oda think happened? He's sitting there disgruntled. It'd be funny
if Luffy hit him that far.
Sent him literally all the way back to the Grand Line. Hilarious.
That'd be funny.
So, Eric, if Big Mom lost the fight, Mars lost the fight. Mars lost the fight.
Big L.
L for Mars. Right? Literally got sent back to the Red Line. Insane, alright? Amu. His aura has been defeated in one panel, Eric.
Right. Sweating.
He's on the floor, sweating, shaking.
Screaming, Christian.
Screaming, Joyboy. His servant, concerned for the well-being of Amu.
Shout out Morsh, who keeps saying Amu's top 1 all time. This bum.
No,
Joyboy beat his ass.
Joyboy beat his ass. He only won because of some horse shit. Right. Amu huffing and puffing, screaming. Eric. The sunny lands in the water.
Now, what do you think this is? Do you think this is just a realization that Joyboy's Haki's returned, or is
he felt his presence within the world? I don't think.
You don't think like the immortality is a Aimu Devil Fruit ability that he feels because it's he's given them buffs?
They share some sort of link.
Right.
Is Aimu just the will of the
Gorosei?
I don't know. Gorosei combined? I don't fucking know. Alright, I don't think so.
Is it literally a Vegapunk situation, but with magic, where he split himself into 7 different people?
He split his soul into 7 different people. You know, who knows? But
Christian, you got the finance Aimu. Yeah.
I'm sick of this. He's a shadow man at this point. This man is emoting in silhouette. What are we doing?
Oda, please.
What are we doing? Give us the reveal, or this man is a shadow man. Right? What are we doing?
Is this worse than Oda at this point?
It's far worse. This man's like on panel, freaking out, still in silhouette in real time. What are we doing?
In a lit room.
In a lit room on the floor, you see his eyes only, screaming. There's no like in-story explanation for this.
Right.
It's just Oda. Hasn't revealed it yet. / this is what he looks like, which is gonna be very hard to draw. But that's why I doubt it.
Okay.
A few weeks ago, Eric, we got a little indent, a little taste of an eyebrow.
Right. This week
So
we had nothing. He's just a
nothing,
blob.
just eyes.
Right.
I'm like, what are we doing? Reveal eyebrow already, please.
Mm-hmm.
Like at this point, he has to be someone, or what are we doing? You know what I mean? He has to look like someone.
It's odd.
The Sunny lands in the water, Eric. Saturn is still on the island, staring at Emmett. A flashback starts, Eric. Joyboy. Second silhouette, third silhouette. He looks very similar to the Fishman Island appearance. He's just not wearing the straw hat.
Right.
So Joyboy's here. He's got a straw hat. If you wear the straw hat, you're top one in your generation. We know this. It's over. All right. We know this. It's over.
Right.
All right, please. All right.
Seemingly human proportions. So.
I mean, it's Emmett. He still could be Buccaneer. You know what I mean? Oda.
Right.
It's Oda.
Yeah.
You know.
He could just be a very large man.
Joyboy has tied a knot of his greatest Haki, Eric, or of the greatest Haki. We don't really know what that means.
Right.
Kind of vague. So, same technology as the Nami stuff. You would assume so.
Right.
The weather knots, same kind of deal, I guess. You can store energies within these
Zora fans in the mud.
knots. Yeah, I mean, the presence of Black Blades already confirmed you can store Haki. Because it's heavily implied that's what it is. You know, because it's permanently black,
Right.
you know, whatever. So, that's who did it. It's Joyboy's Haki. It's a foul for safe to use when the time is right. Joyboy looks like a man with a straw hat, the classic coat.
3/4 pants.
Looks like a normal guy.
3/4 pants and probably wearing sandals.
Do you subscribe to the robot arm, robot leg
No,
theory?
it's
No,
Oda.
maybe the leg.
Oda draws
arm-
that. Sometimes Oda draws like that without silhouette.
That's true.
With Luffy's got pig legs half the time.
So, I'm not gonna go with the robot arm because it's just like obviously his hands just on the side or some shit. Leg.
Now this
We
is
all-
this is
no, I
Joyboy
don't know.
after he lost, right?
You would assume so.
This is a
You would
poly-
assume so.
Is he standing on a poneglyph? The poneglyph, Christian.
Or is he?
The
or
One
is he-
Piece poneglyph?
Or is he standing on Pluton, Eric?
Like a piece.
That's
maybe.
and that's one of the cabins on Pluton, Eric.
Maybe.
Because it's a flat plane with a cube on it, and some foliage and stuff.
Right.
Could be Pluton. Well, we'll get into that, Eric. We'll get into that. But first, Eric, rate this chapter. People say this is the final chapter. The climax of Egghead
Well,
isn't over.
Yeah. Yes. It's. This would be a final chapter. We'll get some little bullshit afterwards, and they'll go into
We're
the
gonna
post arc. But
Something with Saturn. Is he defeated? Is he stranded?
the speech is over.
The speech is over. It's done. So, are you happy with the explosion of Emmett? It's more
yeah,
than just a big blast. It's something we didn't
Yeah,
expect.
and it gives us a little. It gives us context for Joyboy, the peak of Haki, Christian. It gives us a taste of his power in real time, which is nice.
Yeah. Will Luffy unlock this Haki, and that's how he defeats Blackbeard?
Yeah.
By negating.
And he's felt it, so he's felt it, Christian. So maybe he's gonna try and recreate it.
Is this the Albath / Shanks training Haki?
There's many ways.
Final.
To go. There's a lot.
The
of
final Haki.
There's a lot of ways to go with Luffy's Haki. A lot of ways.
The Haki blast that negates Devil Fruits. So Blackbeard goes Korozu, Luffy goes
Joyboy.
Conqueror's Haki blast, negates it.
Something like that.
Is that Luffy's final Haki power up?
Yeah, he's got some Haki to learn,
Okay.
such as the Wi-Fi Haki, Christian.
The Wi-Fi Haki.
And yeah, basically.
Yeah. So a few things left for Luffy to learn. But that's a chapter. What do we rate it?
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Did you ever buy that the Straw Hats were gonna get destroyed by Jupiter when Luffy's right there?
No. The Straw Hats won this fight. They won.
Eric, the Gorosei are completely. What's the word here?
Stocks are low, Christian.
The stocks are low. They have been completely defeated. They barely stopped the message. They stopped the Will of D shit. Okay. They didn't get York. They didn't get the Mother Flame. I guess they killed Vegapunk, but you know, Luffy's still alive, so not really.
Right.
So, absolute defeat. Absolute defeat. Mars deleted.
Bum shit.
Alright, they got sent back, packing back to Marijoa. The Gorosei stocks are low. And people are finally admitting they're not Emperor level. People finally admitting it.
Let me pull up the poll, Christian. Because I put out a poll a couple of days ago.
Pull out a poll.
I put out a poll as well a few months ago, Christian. So
you know what's insane?
I'm at level 40%, right?
Yeah.
Go on.
You know what's insane?
What?
A man with, like, Walkery, with decent Conqueror's Haki, got shook so bad, he got sent out of his form. That's crazy.
Bodied. Absolutely bodied, Christian. Like, again, I feel like once the gimmick is found, it's over for these Gorosei bums, man.
It feels like it's already over. It feels like they're already lost. Like, are we excited to see these people in combat? Not really.
I mean, no, it's literally just Nosjuro at this point that people want to see.
Yeah. It's true.
It's not like everyone's excited for Mars. And like and they only use Walkery because he holds up the agenda. No one fucking cares about Walkery, you know?
That's true. That's true. Unless that hybrid form is somehow crazy. Alright? But very much doubt that. So, I 8 out of 10 chapter. But Eric, now we begin the post-arc glory.
It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. The post-arc Shanks. Buggy. Blackbeard's moves. The world government. Garp.
Right.
Maybe get a little bit of rocks, Eric. It's Big Mom, Kaido. We're gonna see it all.
We can't even really do predictions. Because it's
drops.
gonna jump all over the place.
Bounty drops, Eric. People aren't ready for the bounty drops. The Shanks bounty update. The Luffy bounty update.
The Blackbeard
BB bounty update. The bounty updates are coming. Does Nora get it? Did the Straw Hats get a bounty update, or is it just Luffy?
Yeah, I'm sure the Straw Hats get a taste.
100,000. Let's not go to 2 bill for this.
Right.
Straw Hats. Because we all know Luffy did all the work.
Zoro didn't really do anything, so he's not gonna get like 2 bill. He didn't do anything.
Nah. So
Luffy 4 bill, please. Thank you. And I want to see X's through Law and Kid. I want their bounty purses
revoked.
Completed.
Okay, alright. So if we're thinking about it, we know Zoro's cap is going to be 363 because of numbers theory shit, right?
Sure.
That's his cap. After he defeats Mihawk, whatever. After he's the world's greatest swordsman.
Sure.
363, whatever the number is. He'll be around that. That's his cap.
Right.
Sanji? Does Sanji make the 2 bill?
Yeah, I could see him at 2 bill something.
Does Oda do the cap and give Sanji the equal bounty?
No. It will
After
not
defeating
be,
Crocodile.
it will not be equal. You keep this Crocodile thing, man. Like,
who is he gonna be? Who's his final fight? Who?
It better not be Crocodile, because he's gonna get
Who's
made
his final
forever.
Who's his final fight?
Imagine if it's
Who is it?
if it's Crocodile.
Who, Eric? If it's a feat, who cares? Oh, a crocodile's got more sauce than Luffy.
Whatever, it doesn't really matter. I think, yeah, the Sanji will be 2 point something.
His cap.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's a chapter.
Right. All right.
That's our speculation.
Let's go into
of bounty increases. How strong is Shanks? How strong is Shanks, Eric? Every week we come with the question of how strong is Shanks, and every week we answer. Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King.
Right.
But there are still people out there. Still people out there saying Kaido's the top one.
No.
There are still people out there saying Dragon's top one.
No Egghead Sean.
He better have something to say in the post arc. That's all I'm saying.
He'll have nothing to say.
He better have something to say in the post arc, Eric. He's gonna make his statement like we're going after the One Piece. Watch it happen. But that's not enough to save him.
It's a bit late, Dragon.
There are people out there that think sweatiest man on the planet, Al-Qaeda is the strongest. The man who just figured out that he has to compete in the new world.
Bum. The man who would have got washed by Garp in Marineford.
There are people out there who still put Armour as top one. The man on the floor screaming and sweating
Not even
about
hit by an
Joyboy.
attack.
He just felt his presence, Eric. The PTSD too strong.
Right.
On the floor.
Even though he won.
Apparently. Eric.
Right.
And the worst of them all, the people out there that think Mihawk's the strongest. The man with zero plot relevance. I don't see him having the straw hat.
No.
And every week we bring 100% factual information to the table, Eric. This week's evidence is Shanks is so strong that he has equal Haki to Joyboy, as he brought Manga to his knees and caused Greeble to go back to his normal state.
That's right.
Shanks is stronger, Shanks is the God King.
Next
Next topic of the show, the Murky Waters return, Eric. Now Eric's gonna take a fat L this topic of
on
the
the
show.
theory.
It's indisputed.
Alright, go on.
First of all, let me just go through what I think the Joyboy apology tour was.
Okay.
Obviously defeated. Joyboy going around, setting shit up. We know this. Gave Emmett the Haki rope. This is my Haki. Use it in the greatest defense. Where you have to defend yourself.
Right.
Gave the Mermaid Princess the energy steroids. The Mate Barco box. Obviously the peak of some sort of chemical science. Because we know it's their ancient treasure.
Okay.
Are you on board with this?
Yeah.
Where the fuck did this thing come from?
Right.
You know what I mean? How'd it come from Joyboy? Zoro got the Zocrack. What is the Zocrack, Eric? The thing that brought Zoro back to life. What is this technology? What is this medicine?
Right.
Alabasta, then Wano got Pluton. We don't know what happened there. It was apparently supposed to go to Alabasta and ended up in Wano. Who knows why?
Okay.
Maybe Aimu got a location of it and then they had to send it to Wano.
Well, theoretically, I reckon Lily would have used it in the war. And then it resided in Alabasta.
And obviously, Albath got a Joyboy treasure of some descript. Right? Now you may be asking me, what about Uranus? And now we're going to go into it, Eric.
Oh, we
Now
still
we're getting
talking
into
about
it.
fucking Uranus. You go on.
Now we're getting into it. JB gave all his allies treasure to help them survive the future. Of course. Ropes, weapons, whatever.
Right.
The original designer of Pluton, Eric, who is he?
Who knows?
A man heavily implied to be from Water 7.
Okay.
Passes down the blueprints so that if Pluton fell into the wrong hands, a counter force could be constructed. A counter Pluton. Alright? If Pluton was ever uncovered, you could use the blueprints and make yourself another Pluton.
Right.
What does this mean, Eric?
What?
This kills the idea that you need a specific person to activate Pluton. Because why would you construct a counter force to a force if you need a key to use it?
Well, you still need the Nefertari though, right?
Why? Why the original designer?
Why does Oda give the implication that Pluton is directly linked to Vivi?
The original designer heavily implied to be from Water 7, not Alabasta.
I mean, back in the day, it would have been something different.
One Nation. You think it's One Nation back in the day? The great Nefertari Empire, including Alabasta, including Water 7.
Maybe, because we know the world's flooded, so it's not the world we see. So how could he be from Water 7?
Water 7's an ancient city, Eric. They're rising out of the water. It's a sunken city.
Right. With most
so it's been around for generations, at the minimum.
All I'm saying is that, like, why would Oda specifically be like Pluton and then have a Pluton and Shirahoshi and Poseidon have Vivi and Shirahoshi?
There's a link to Lily and Pluton.
There's something going on.
We'll find out what. There's something going on. I don't think it's being able to use it, because why would you need someone to use it?
You clearly need Mother Flame at some point.
No, I will dispute that as well.
Go on.
Because there's either not from Ancient Kingdom, Eric, from Water 7.
Well, it could have been him back in the day. We don't know what the Ancient Kingdom was.
I contest this, Eric. I contest this. Pluton is clearly Joyboy's ship that he sailed on. We might even seen it at the end of this chapter.
I don't disagree.
Obviously, Shirahoshi is Poseidon. We know that.
Right.
The person Joyboy made a promise to was already suppressed at the bottom of the sea before the flood.
Right.
Already suppressed at the bottom of the sea. He promised that he would bring the mermaid princess back to the sun on the Noah. He would free them from their prison underwater. Correct?
Yes.
This could have been before or after the flood. Undecided, because they are at the bottom of the ocean. So the oceans did exist. It's just where, right? Was Fishman Island the test bed for gene splicing for the Ancient Kingdom, so they could survive the flood that they were planning to unleash? What do you think about that? The test gave birth to Shirahoshi, which gave her the whale-like ability to communicate with sea creatures through sound waves. It's a form of telepathy, sound waves. It's very whale-like.
I could see a situation where, like, maybe the Ancient Kingdom is like Atlantis, literally under the water.
Yeah.
And then, like, Joyboy's trying to bring everyone up to the surface, and all the surface people are like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Which is like, I don't know, because we gotta find the angle in which Joyboy is dick. Or not fully correct.
I think the Ancient Kingdom. I think Joyboy's a pirate. He's not a part of the Ancient Kingdom. The Ancient Kingdom, I think, is way more sinister than we think. Alright?
Right.
What would you achieve by flying the world?
Dominance over it if you can.
It will all Devil Fruit users.
Right.
Because they can't swim. Right? Theoretically.
Right.
The Devil Fruits were the only thing that could contest the Ancient Kingdom's science. Technology. Vegapunk heavily suggests that Devil Fruits are beyond science. They are the manifestations of dreams. They are unstoppable. They are a different thing to science.
Right.
So the Ancient Kingdom, planning to flood the world, creating a way for them to survive via the Fishman gene splicing. As we know from Jinbei, they are indeed human because they can share blood. So they are humans, Eric. They're just mixed with fish, mixed with sea creatures, to be given the ability to breathe on the water.
But then how were they discriminated against?
Because they were locked in. They were pets. Test pets for the Ancient Kingdom to flood the world. They weren't ready yet. They were in a prison. Joyboy goes down there, says, I'm going to free you. you obviously used as some sort of scientific experiments to create, create the ultimate fishman,
Rice.
gene splice. Because the way the fishmen work make no sense.
Right.
You can interbreed different species.
Your legs
There's
split.
every kind of species under the water.
You get 2 legs when you're like 30.
Get 2 legs if you're a mermaid when you're 30. It makes no sense.
Right.
It's clearly got to do with gene splicing and the Ancient Kingdom trying to find the perfect mix so they could use it. That's what I think it is.
Okay.
My contention is Uranus was the opposing faction's greatest weapon. Joyboy had Pluton built to contest Uranus. This is why the world government still has Uranus and why it requires Ancient Kingdom technology to function. Because it is indeed the Ancient Kingdom's greatest weapon. Joyboy made Pluton to contest Uranus.
Okay.
And this is why they are very similar in nature. Made by 2 different designers,
With the
but
same function.
they are built to contest each other. A check on Uranus. A flying device. Of course, this goes back to the theory that the Sky People are the true villains. That, of course, Raphdal is located on a sky island.
The Lunarians
They came from the moon and populated the Earth. They had Uranus, a sky god. Their ultimate weapon, mothership. It's got destructive capability. Joyboy goes to Water 7 to build Pluton using H technology, but also using a different, a different source of power to power it. Because Eric, the designer designed it to be contested with the blueprints.
Right.
And Frankie would know what it was be powered with.
Right.
Right? So I don't think it's powered by Mother Flame. I think the Ancient Kingdom's own ultimate weapon uses the Mother Flame. Pluton built to contest it. And Pluton can be used by anyone.
Okay.
Your contentions. Your thoughts.
It solves your issue that you have that Pluton and Uranus have the same function.
Basically the same thing.
Right. I don't mind the idea. It's just that I still don't know where the Lunarians fit.
They're the Guardians on top of the Red Line.
Right.
Alright?
But were they part of the Ancient Kingdom? Were they their own faction?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say what they were.
I feel like the Ancient Kingdom was its own, it was separated from the world, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it just depends what the goals are, because it's hard to say. Because if the Ancient Kingdom are a dick invading force, then the Allies have no. Why would Joyboy not fight to free people?
Maybe he did, and then they backstabbed him.
But the
You know what I mean?
20 nations allied to defeat Joyboy. It's kind of.
Maybe Joyboy was the heir to the throne.
And then clearly the Nefertaris betrayed the 20 nations.
But the 20 nations are the people of the Blue Seas.
Right.
They're not the Ancient Kingdom.
But why, again, if the Ancient Kingdom is this tyrannical situation, I don't see Joyboy helping them defeat the 20 nations.
Maybe it was a defensive thing. Where they're like, everyone wants our tech, they keep on attacking us, they won't stop. We have to take matters into our own hands.
Right. But yeah,
it could be that kind of situation.
If I was going for Joyboy to be this great liberator who failed, I can't see him
because he's already setting up with Vegapunk's speech is very much don't think the Ancient Kingdom is completely off the hook.
I'm sure some bullshit was going on, but the way you're suggesting it, the way you set it up, it kind of feels like Joyboy's a third party in the war. Which I don't necessarily mind, but they did defeat him, the 20 nations. So it does appear that he was on the side of the Ancient Kingdom.
It could have been a situation where because this is 100 years span, because a very long time. it could have been a situation where Joyboy from the Ancient Kingdom doesn't like what they're doing. He knows their plan. They're gonna flood the world. They're gonna do all this shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes out to sea, gets labeled a criminal, becomes a pirate, rallies the 20 kingdoms under him. They go and take out the Ancient Kingdom. He realizes that they just want to rule, and he goes, "No, the planet's meant to be free. The world's meant to be free." And then they all gang up on him and take him out. He's betrayed in that way.
Right. But they don't kill him. They let him do his apology tour.
That's the confusing part. What he obviously dies, Eric. We don't own it. He's gonna die in an epic way.
Right.
He's not gonna just die from cancer in the middle of nowhere. He's gonna do something crazy.
It's gonna be this weird subplot because, like, clearly the giants, the Kuzukis, the minks, they gotta have this like covert op to make the poneglyphs and shit.
Yeah. So there's a whole thing. Maybe Eric, he wanted to make his free utopian world, and the 20 nations said no, fuck you, and then he goes, fine, I obviously can't beat you. I'm gonna go on my apology tour because I promised all these people these things that we were gonna do once we got rid of the Ancient Kingdom, but then they betrayed me. I escape. I go on the apology tour, and then maybe I try and mount my crew, mount my forces to take out this new kingdom. The 20 nations.
Well, it's interesting, right? Because Emmett says, "I couldn't make you king. King of what? Does Joyboy have? Is Joyboy a conqueror?"
We don't know. That's the thing.
It's interesting to think about, Christian. But anyway, pieces are starting to come together, but this king thing, I think people are brushing past it.
Yeah. Could you imagine it was a situation where he is like the crown prince of the Ancient Kingdom, and he opposes his father?
This is the thing, though, because Emmett says I couldn't make a king, so Joyboy's request and idea was to be king.
My theory about this is Joyboy, the crown prince of the Ancient Kingdom, finds out what his father wants to do. He goes, "No, we're not doing that. Fuck that. I'm gonna go out. I want everyone to have this technology. I want everyone to be free, everyone able to use it and have abundance," right?
Right.
Goes out, collects the 20 nations. 20 nations agree to help him because they agree with his message. They go, they defeat the Ancient Kingdom.
Then they take it for themselves.
Then they take it for themselves and go, "No, it's too strong.
And then, like,
we have to destroy all of it."
The Nefertari,
right?
like, what is this bullshit? And then they leave.
And Joyboy wanted to be king of the Ancient Kingdom to give everyone the technology.
Right.
So that's why he wanted to be king.
But then Armin's like, fuck this.
Amu takes the throne, he goes, "Fuck this," he shuts it all down,
but again,
destroys all of it, does it like that.
To betray. Unless he destroys it and floods the world at the same time.
Yeah. Amu goes, "Fuck you, betray you, I'm gonna flood the world."
And then... But why would Joyboy leave and not defeat Aimer, or defeat the 20 nations? Because he's alive. Unless he's...
Maybe he finds out later. And maybe it's not instant. Maybe he's going around the world. He's almost king. He's about to be king. And then he finds out about this plot. But it's too late. But he's away from the Ancient Kingdom. Aimu does his shit.
Yeah.
Like a Odin situation. Some bullshit like that.
Yeah, it's just a few things that throw me off, but I don't mind the general idea.
There you go.
Alright. Now,
there's the Murky Waters.
Questions.
We got a billion questions, Eric. A lot of questions this week.
Are they all the same questions?
They're very similar.
I think this... So, yeah, Christian's... Let me just adjust Christian's panel. Keep going.
What's going on?
There we go.
Am I off camera?
Christian's back. There we go.
I'm back. There you go.
Let's start with the
questions. From... Something stand, Eric.
Right.
I don't know. It's a long word.
Did you see me ace all the names and questions last week, Christian?
No, I didn't. Is Joyboy's conquerors better than Chang's? Joyboy almost took down a vice admiral, but Chang's brought Manga to his knees in Film Red. That's very true, Eric.
Film Red.
Film Red, people say not canon, but
it's there.
Hey, It's there. From Tom. The Gorosei definitely Devil uses now from what happened in the last chapter. It's more likely.
It was always more likely than not.
Yeah.
But yeah.
From Young Obama, Ryuma's jeans, Odin's sword, Roger Haki hat, Joyboy Haki, exoskeleton body, magic fire legs. What has Oda done to our boys? It's weird.
The Haki hat is a meme at this point. It's not real.
The Haki hat's weird because it's never been used. Unless Oda wants to pull it out in the final war. The final, like, I'm going to use the Haki hat to defeat you. It's never been used.
What if the straw hat has the Haki in it, right? But then it's like a key to open the doors to the One Piece.
It's a lot. It's I mean, Roger had it, you know what I mean? And he was too early, so I don't know.
Christian's adjusting something.
But there you go. Yeah, there's this thing in Shonen where it's like hard work, but I guess this comes with Dragon Ball Z. But let's not forget they have the same blood. Alright? Let's not forget that.
Let's not forget they got the Zenkai boost, Christian.
The Zenkai, let's not forget that. And plus, it was always kind of weird in One Piece because Oda never really addresses the superhuman aspect of the story. He just kind of like it's accepted.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know, Krillin was equal to Goku at some point, but then Goku's genes kicked in and it was all over.
That's it. From Darkoplex, Joyboy / Aimu, Rocks, Zebek, Roger, Shanks, Teach, and Luffy are all top 7 in the series, no doubt. Each Jed, Yin Yang, and the MC.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know about Aimu though, because he's looking like a bum.
I don't know about it. Yeah, Aimu's looking like a bum. That's true. From JSP, are the not in Emmett and not of the Weatherian War and Federa's box or the Gorian knot? See, there's a lot of not mysticism and law in cultures.
I'm sure it is a very specific Japanese poem, Christian.
Well, it exists in a lot of cultures. It exists in Welsh culture, it exists in Scottish cultures, sailing culture, lucky knots, knots that ward off sea creatures, all that kind of stuff. So it's in a lot of lore, the knots. Right. So, of course, Japanese lore, of course. But, yeah. From Pirate King. First, praise be the God King. True. Second, I have a feeling that the cube-shaped object Joyboy was standing on was the whale tree poneglyph before they had Ibith place it on the back of Zunisha.
Possible.
I think it's Pluton. I think they're standing on Pluton. I think he's on the sea saying goodbye to Emmett.
It's a very specific cube, though. I do think it's a poneglyph, but whatever.
It's also on a flat plane, so it could be the deck of Pluton and the poneglyph. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
From Brecon. If you can pass Haki to others, will Shanks give his Haki to Luffy in some way? Maybe the Straw Hat has the power Roger Shanks stored in it. It doesn't, like, even Joyboy's Haki, it didn't, like, vaporize and kill the elders. So what does it actually do for you? Not much in the grand scheme of things.
Also, like, Oda's very specific with what he used. It was pre-established technology, so like
pre-established, yeah, not pre-established technology, and it just kind of cancelled out the Gorosei's devil fruits, really.
Right.
If you think about it, like it didn't like kill Nosturo and vaporize him into nothing. So it's not like it's an effective tool against top tiers, and it's like kind of a one-time use thing. So it's not that crazy of a weapon in the grand scheme of things.
Right.
Well, Midnight Detective. Is the Straw Hats in Marijoa belong to the original Nika? Did Nika, the god himself, have a Straw Hat? I doubt it. He doesn't have one in the
I think people are gonna get their heads around that Nika's not a real person.
Yeah, he's made up.
He's a myth.
He's an Outback myth.
Right. Then he's not a real guy.
Yeah. He's the Outback myth, that, the god of joy, fun, freedom, the sun,
Right.
you know. So, again, the Hated Metal Joy, it's not, guys, it's not that big. It's not giant size. If it was giant size, it would cover the entire room.
It's Buccaneer size.
It's like a Whitebeard Buccaneer size. It's not like the size that Hydruden could wear it.
Although giant scale's whack, as we know, so...
It's not that... Eric, look at it again. It's
I know,
like maybe...
It's not actually that big, but...
It's not actually that big.
Oda fucks around with scale so crazy.
Unless Amu is like a Tontara or some shit. Which is like...
Right, again,
doesn't really work, but...
How big is just Rosa Coliseum, Christian?
No one knows. No one knows the answer to that question. Alright? Since the universe doesn't see the flashback we get, do you think there'll be some recording or the past in history or a poneglyph? I think there'll be a recording of Joyboy and Raftel. Surely? Like a voice message at least?
We'll see the flashback, and then it'll cut back, and then it'll suggest that they read the story.
Yeah, Robin will tell the story.
Right, we're not going to get the story in text from Robin's mouth. That'd be stupid and Togashi-like.
From Annie, will Luffy wield a Haki that transcends space and time like Joyboy? Will he do that? He'll have a similar technique to negate transformations and devil fruits via Conqueror's Haki. But will he ever do this?
Give a nod to someone.
Maybe in Two Piece.
Maybe,
but not now. I don't think he'll do it here. From Chris T. So I saw the stats again of Whitebeard after Marineford. 276 sword wounds, 152 bullets, 46 cannonballs, and lost half his head. Garp, on the other hand, took one sword and fought and fought Kuzan for a little. Garp is 6 years older than Whitebeard, was in Marineford, but also not sick. Would Whitebeard low diff the same Beehive Island that Garp lost to? Guys, we all know that a Kuzan punch is a lot stronger than 152 bullets.
Right.
Alright? Let's not do that. Let's not get that. Let's not do that.
Yeah, and a Shiryu stab is worth more than a Gurren stab.
And he was frozen over by Aokiji.
And he kind of just took it.
Yeah, he kind of was like, I'm done. And he kind of like used all his gas at the Galaxy Impacts he did.
Right, and jumping around and saving Kobe and shit.
Yeah, but Whitebeard, so sick, no Haki.
Right.
Just raw devil fruit. In Marineford. So, there you go. For Manga, now that we enter post-Egghead, how long do you think it will last? Post-Arc's always like 2 to 5 chapters. No longer than that,
right?
You would assume.
You
would hit
a lot
Albath.
of content in there though.
Well, packed chapters.
Right.
From Christy, saw someone react to Marco and Jozu stopping Kizaru and Mihawk's attack. Obviously, they were both at double for abilities that helped. but Zoro and Sanji are now at their level. Would it have been Sanji destroyed Kizaru's later? So if Mihawk threw the same level of slashing as Whitebeard, do you think Zoro would be able to deflect it at Jozu? I'd give it to Zoro that he'd be able to deflect it, but it would be a struggle.
Right. I agree.
It wouldn't be easy. It would be a struggle. From Christy. Odds that at some point Shanks is going to use his Haki to force Gorosei out of their zone form, just like this chapter. I think Shanks has to teach Luffy this technique. To maybe get past the immortality of the Devil Fruit hacks.
Right.
Where you do this Haki technique and you can, hit their true bodies, get past the bullshit.
Do you think the summoning is like a safeguard because if it's broken, they get teleported back and their regen isn't turned off, if that makes sense? Because as soon as As soon as the regen's turned off, the summoning gets turned off, and they get.
Well, we'll see. We'll see next week with maybe Saturn getting squished by Emmett.
Right.
If the Haki turned off the regeneration.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. For Midnight Detective, I can't wait for Kobe down players to blow up in people's face when they try to hype up Kid versus Shanks. The Kobe situation, Eric. It's not gonna look good for Kobe. He has to take someone out. If he never takes anyone out, he's a fraud forever.
His best option is to ally with Luffy. That's his best option.
He's gonna take that.
If he's against Luffy, he's gonna get washed.
Who does Kobe fight at the end?
Okay, Inu.
Okay, that's Zabo's opponent, Eric.
He's only really got beef with Akainu.
He's got beef with Blackbeard. You know?
Yeah.
Beef with Blackbeard. But he's not taking out Blackbeard. We know that.
Right.
He's not taking out Blackbeard.
I don't know. Kobe's always been hard to play.
Does Kobe take out Kid? The chat is saying Kobe takes out Kuzan, the Sandman, as revenge for Garp.
Yeah, I guess.
That would make him admiral level.
Okay.
No doubt. Takes out Kuzan, the Sandman.
I'll take it.
Kuzan, I guess so. If he is truly evil and truly against Kobe in some way. Or maybe Kobe were like, I don't care about what you have to say, you must be brought to justice because of what you did to Garp. You know?
Yeah.
But we'll see. If Kobe learns Luffy's secret dream, do you think his opinions will change or Luffy get into One Piece? This is never gonna happen. Kobe's talking massive shit.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Group Christie, how much sauce did they pour on Garp's Galaxy Impact? More or less sauce than Oda poured on Odin. No, Oda poured too much sauce on Odin.
Right, then no one bought it.
And it's funny how one background pirate said, I'm gonna make that geezer pay. Imagine a random pirate saying that after Kano pulls out a blast breath. Yeah, again, this is what I mean. We said at the start of the episode. You do all this crazy animation, a nuclear bomb goes off, and then you got Fodder who are coming out of the robber with bumps on their head, being like, "Oh no!"
Right, it's chaos.
Like
it's incongruent, Christian.
It's incongruent. Yeah, but there you go. Unless these dudes are all like Dressrosa Luffy level, they're crazy, Eric. Blackbeard has so many goons that are that level, but who knows? For Midnight Detective. Katarina replacing Saturn makes zero sense. With the Gorosei armor, notice that he's not the same since they're technically linked and have telepathy. That's the one issue. Unless her fruit could perfectly mimic other fruits. But the plot is going somewhere with that.
Yeah, it's something's happening.
Unless it's this, where Blackbeard could go, I have Saturn hostage. But it's actually Katarina.
Or they use Saturn's authority to get into Pangaea, and they're all invisible because of Shiryu, and then they jump armor or some shit like that. But
yeah, they use it in some way for infiltration purposes.
Right.
But there's a few. We know there's a few problems with it. There's a few problems with it. But there you go. Is armor more infuriated is armor more infuriated than Shock from Joyboy? Is he shook or is he angry?
As fuck. Have you seen that panel? He's rattled.
He's rattled. He's sweating.
Right.
He's shaking.
Literally half.
Yeah. Half. Wheeze, Eric.
Right.
Half. Wheeze. Also, Blackbeard fans need to calm down. Teach would piss down his leg if he felt this Haki. Yeah, Blackbeard.
That's his thing.
Blackbeard, he's a bit of a scumbag goon. But he's a scumbag, Eric. He's a scumbag. Right. From Bushido Brown. With Joyboy's Haki being on full display, does this finally confirm for the community that there is a level beyond Yoko where Roger, Prime Beard, and Ryuma... Why is Ryuma here? Reside. There is, but we're not, Eric, we're not talking about... It's such a difference that it's crazy. We're talking about 10%.
Yeah, and
5%. If that.
Bushido, watch film Red. Tell me the difference.
There is a level beyond, but it's maybe 10%, 5%. It's not some crazy Naruto shit where, like, you know, Kakashi is getting
I've said
one
this
shot.
1,000 times. Otis kept the ceiling consistent. It's not gonna move.
There might be a little bit extra on top of Whitebeard, on top of Prime Beard, on top of Roger. But we're talking minuscule amount. We're talking tiny amounts.
Right, like Roger, Joyboy Extreme, just Roger kind of situation.
It's still an extreme diff.
Joyboy's not gonna wash Roger.
If anyone says Joyboy is so strong that he would no diff, or low diff an Emperor, or even mid diff, yeah, out of your mind.
Right.
Alright? There's no evidence to suggest that. Because he lost. He lost. Joyboy lost. And what you're saying that the 20 kingdoms had 20 Emperor level dudes. Right. What are we talking about? Right. You know what I mean? People bringing up Oden's Haki again. Are they just coping to downplay Zoro?
It's a good meme.
It's a good meme. Zoro's still first commander. No one's going to convince me otherwise until he defeats an admiral or does something crazy.
Zoro fans spin it to say that we suggest that Oden gave Zoro Conqueror's Haki.
That's not true.
That's not what anyone's saying.
Eric, there's always spin.
The presence is in the blade. That's all we're saying. The presence of Oden is in the blade.
And that's fact.
It is what it is.
Alright. But yeah, Zoro still first commander level.
Right. Next question.
Is he on the Zabo? Is he on the Kid, the Law, the Yamato level?
I saw on Twitter the Puncture Willy Christian is a sword technique. So
what are we doing?
The Discord
it's a Delph Fruit Awakening. What are we doing?
Officially cooked. The discourse is dead.
It's
next
literally.
Next we're gonna hear Gamma Knife's a sword technique.
It's a knife.
Hey.
It's literally a Delph Fruit Awakening.
Yeah.
And that AP annihilates Zoro's in every single way. Puncture Willy annihilates Zoro's AP. Twitter poll. Is Puncture Willy over Zoro? Output.
I'll come up with this.
So come up with a wording.
That's terrible.
Come up with a wording. But you know what I mean. Chris D. My Hero is finally over. But anyways, mixed final chapter from a writing perspective. He has no power, becomes a teacher. Well, this is spoilers, Eric. Right. This is spoilers for My Hero. I didn't read most of it.
Right.
But Chris D. Doesn't seem like... It seems like one of those classic shonen endings. Where it's just like, and shit happened.
Right.
You know what I mean? And nothing of real consequence happened. The world didn't change. It just went on. You know? From Kenpachi. Is Shanks' Haki feat against Grey Bull similar to what Joyboy's Haki did to the
yes.
Gorosei? Yes. It's very similar, and this does confirm the technique exists. So I don't want to hear all the animal copers out there saying Green Bull voluntarily de-transformed.
Right.
But there you go. And that's the final question.
There we go, Christian.
There we go. That's the
Next
final question.
Week, I believe there's no chapter.
It will leak, but we're not covering it.
What do we have to do? Is there a JoJo, Christian?
JoJo, Eric. We may have seen the final villain.
Oh. Stay tuned for the JoJo show.
Stay tuned for the JoJo show.
Shanks is as strong as Shanks is a Gold King, Christian.
Good night.